Imagine approaching Venice in the early 18th century. There is no road to guide you here, no dust rising from wheels, no line of carriages announcing the edge of the city. Instead, Venice reveals itself slowly, emerging from the lagoon as if suspended between water and sky. Towers, domes, and long stretches of stone appear through mist and reflected light. From a distance, the city seems serene. Up close, it is anything but. This is Venice at a moment of contradiction. It is still an independent republic, proud of more than 1,000 years of political survival. Yet it is also a city aware that its greatest days are behind it. Global trade routes are shifting. Atlantic powers are rising. Venice's influence is shrinking. And yet daily life here remains intense, regulated and crowded with human effort. Your arrival is by boat, as all arrivals are. The moment you enter the Grand Canal, the illusion of stillness vanishes. The water is crowded from dawn to dusk. Gondolas glide past working barges loaded with firewood, grain, wine barrels, and sacks of flour. Furniture, building materials, and everyday goods move through the city by water. Everything that sustains Venice travels this way. The sound of the city reaches you before its streets do. Voices carry across the water with remarkable clarity. Boatmen shout warnings and insults. Church bells ring from many directions at once. Oars strike the canal with steady rhythm. The palaces lining the Grand Canal rise tall and pale, their facades decorated with arches and balconies. From afar they suggest wealth and stability. But as your boat draws closer, the city's fragility becomes visible. Stone is darkened by salt, paint flakes away. Cracks run along walls that have been repaired again and again. Venice is not crumbling, but it is never fully repaired. Maintenance is a permanent condition of life here. Water undermines foundations. Timber rots. Entire professions exist to fight slow decay. The city survives not because it is strong, but because it is constantly tended. Step off the boat, and the city tightens around you. Venice has no wheeled traffic. Carts are useless where streets are narrow, broken by steps, or replaced entirely by water. Movement on land happens on foot, through a maze of narrow alleys called calli. Many are so narrow that two people can barely pass. Buildings lean toward one another, blocking sunlight and trapping sound. Even at midday, some streets remain dim. Laundry hangs overhead between opposite windows. Water drips constantly from washing, from rain, and from condensation. The air smells of damp stone and stagnant canals. Walking through Venice requires effort. Bridges are frequent and steep, their shallow steps worn smooth by centuries of use. For the elderly, the sick, or those carrying goods, crossing the city can be exhausting. In winter, high tides flood the lowest streets. Water seeps into shoes, shops, and ground floor rooms. People learn to walk carefully, to lift their clothes, and to tolerate discomfort. Venice is a city built vertically as much as horizontally. Social hierarchy determines where you live, but it does not guarantee comfort. Noble families occupy the piano nobile, the main floor raised above the waterline. These apartments are the best Venice can offer. Yet even here, mold creeps along walls and cold settles deeply in winter. Below are storage rooms and workshops, often damp and unhealthy places to work long hours. Above, live servants, sailors, widows, artisans, and entire families crowded into single rooms. Privacy is minimal. Noise is constant. Sleep is often interrupted. Rent is high. Space is limited. Overcrowding is severe. Disease spreads easily in these conditions, and illness is a familiar presence in every neighborhood. Despite this, Venice functions. By early morning, the Rialto is already alive with activity. Boats arrive from the lagoon carrying fish caught only hours earlier. Vendors arrange their goods quickly. Buyers inspect the catch carefully, knowing freshness determines price. For many Venetians, fish is the primary source of protein. Bread is just as important and far more politically sensitive. Grain supplies are closely monitored by the government. Prices are regulated. Shortages are feared. Hunger has caused unrest before, and the authorities know that food security means political survival. The Venetian diet is simple and repetitive. Bread, polenta, beans, fish, and wine dominate daily meals. Meat is expensive and usually reserved for feast days or the wealthy. Fresh water is scarce. Rainwater is collected in stone cisterns and filtered slowly through sand. Many people trust wine more than water, believing it to be safer. Work fills most hours of the day. Venice no longer dominates global trade, but commerce still sustains its population. Glassmakers, printers, rope makers, shipbuilders, porters, and boatmen depend on fragile markets. Wages are modest. Employment is uncertain. Many workers move between trades to survive. Labor is physical and often dangerous. Accidents are common, and support networks are limited. Yet Venice is not only labor and hardship. For months each year, Carnival transforms the city. Masks appear everywhere. Identities blur, music, theater, and gambling flourish. Visitors arrive from across Europe, drawn by Venice's reputation for pleasure and spectacle. But this freedom is carefully managed. Carnival is regulated by law. Certain masks are permitted, others are forbidden, weapons are restricted. Informers move quietly through the crowds, listening and reporting. Pleasure exists under supervision. Beneath celebration lies anxiety. Venice fears disease more than almost anything else. Memories of plague remain vivid. Ships arriving from abroad are quarantined, sometimes for weeks. Goods are aired, fumigated, or destroyed. Suspected cases are removed from the city. The sick are isolated on distant islands. Public health is not about comfort, but about containment. Death is ever present. Funerals move by boat through the canals, often quietly and without ceremony. Cemeteries lie beyond the city itself. Life and death coexist closely. As the 18th century advances, Venice grows more fragile. Its political independence is threatened. Its economy struggles to adapt to a changing world. And yet daily life continues. People wake early, they work, argue, pray, and celebrate. Children grow up navigating water and stone. The elderly rely on routine and memory. The city does not collapse suddenly. It persists through habit, regulation, and resilience. To walk through Venice in the 1700s is to experience elegance and decay together, discipline and indulgence, pride and uncertainty, beauty and hardship intertwined. Venice is shaped not only by water, but by the lives of those who learned day after day how to survive within it.